Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Saturday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. It's been a couple of days since my last video, that work thing going on. But back at you again with a couple of great album finds, as well as my continuation of a great band you need to listen to. In this case, a great artist you need to listen to. An amazing, amazing artist. Just remarkable. So that's what I want to do today. Show you again some, I think, 5 albums I picked up last night, as well as the great artists you need to listen to. Also, I'm this close to reaching 1,000 subs. I'm at 895. So thank you, everyone, for your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful, wonderful comments. Tell all your friends, all your family to come on over and like and subscribe. Um, just remarkable stuff. And I'm just, again, I feel the surge is going to happen, and I will reach that for sure. And that's my goal. Before we get into everything, though, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. Want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. It's because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful, wonderful comments that keep me going, keep me motivated to do this kind of thing, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so, so, so much. I really, truly mean that. Cheers to everyone. So let's get into some finds. Really happy to find this one. And you know me, I love my Canadian music. This is a great band. Great band. This is the 5-man electrical band. This is their Sweet Paradise album. Of course, 5-man electrical band known for the big, big, big hit Signs. That was later covered by another band, but the original is still my favorite. They're from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Formed way back in 1963, known at that time as the Staccatos, who toured a lot and played a lot with the Guess Who. They were the Staccatos from about 1963 to 68. Then they changed the name to 5-man electrical band, and kind of the rest is history. Led by the great Les Emerson, who we unfortunately lost about a year ago. But they've had Half Past Midnight, Absolutely Right, another big hit. I'm a Stranger Here, which is on this one, which is a cool, cool track. Great, great album. Really happy to find it. It's an awesome shape. I still have to get some inner sleeves, but it's on the Lion label, and sounds wonderful. Sounds wonderful. The cover is really, really good shape. It's a gatefold. And these guys just can rock it out with the best of them. I mean, they did well for themselves. Again, another band that should have been bigger than they are, and that's the story with a lot of Canadian bands, unfortunately. They're so big and so good, but they just can't crack that market. But really good. Check out the 5-man electrical band. Really, really good stuff, if you can find it. This is a great hard rock band from Texas. I've got a couple of their albums, and one of my favorite covers is by this band. I should have grabbed it before I did the video. It's truly my favorite album cover in my collection. But this is Blood Rock, and Blood Rock Live, 1972 release. Mostly live, but apparently there are, and I haven't listened to the whole album. There's 3 studio tracks on this album, sorry, that they dubbed in audience clapping and participation in here. So it's on the Red Capitol label, which I don't see too often. It's a double album, but a fun rock album. These guys are really, really good. Really happy to dig into this one. Cover's a little worn in the gatefold a little bit, but that's expected for an album of this age. but happy to find it. Blood Rock and Blood Rock Live. Um, cool find. Cool find. And all these albums were $7.99 apparently around there. I think $7.99, $8.99, which is a standard for a used album these days. Happy to find this one. I believe I got a couple of his in my collection as well. I'd have to check. But this is the Charlie Daniels Band. I love that cover. This album is in pristine condition. And this is Fire on the Mountain. Of course, the great Charlie Daniels, fiddle player, great guitar player. Devil Went Down to Georgia, big hit. Not on this album, but this is their 5th studio album by the Charlie Daniels, by Charlie Daniels, and the 2nd by the Charlie Daniels Band. And country blues, country rock, great band going on. And it's on the Kama Sutra label. I'm not sure. This is a Canadian pressing as well. Doesn't give me a year though. A 1975 release on that one. So 1975. Cool find. Great shape. And looking forward to listening to this one a lot. Charlie Daniels Band. Found a couple of Claptons, which is one of my favorite artists. And a tiny little bit of wear in the cover here, but this is live in the 70s. The Timepieces Volume 2. Great looking cover. Features got Freddie King on here. It also has Albert Lee and Yvonne Elliman singing some songs on here. You've got Tulsa Time, Knocking on Heaven's Door, If I Don't Be There by Morning, Rambling on My Mind, Presence of the Lord, Can't Find My Way Home, Smile, and Blues Powder. I need, again, some more inner sleeves. It's on the Polydor label. But Can't Find My Way Home is the Traffic song, written by Steve Woodwood, but who worked quite a bit with Eric, obviously. But I definitely have to get some inner sleeves. But what a great find this one is. Yeah. Happy to find it. Happy to find it. As well as this next one. This is August. This is the 10th album by Clapton, 1986 release. Mostly produced by Phil Collins, from Genesis. Great solo artist as well. It's in the way that you use it. It's a big hit off of this one. Also features Gary Brooker. Plays on a couple of tracks. Phil Collins, of course, drums on a couple of tracks. Tina Turner sings lead on a track on Tearing Us Apart. It's on the Duck Records. And what a great find. This was my first pickup. It was sitting right in front of the pile, so I picked it right up. As I'll continue to add to my Clapton collection. It's also a promo copy. Inner sleeve as well. Sorry, gatefold as well. Yeah. And Tom Dowd is on here also. And a really good sounding album. Happy to find it. Happy to find it. So there's my album finds. Happy with those for sure. And next, a great artist you need to listen to. None other than, I'll start off with this album here, Mr. Steve Hackett, the amazing, amazing guitarist for Genesis for a time. So yeah, amazing singer-songwriter, guitarist, just remarkable, remarkable stuff. He was with Genesis from that 71 to 77. Played on 6 studio albums with them, 3 live albums, 7 singles for Genesis. He was included in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as being part of Genesis in 2010. Also a member of GTR, a great band, a supergroup really, with Steve Howe, formed in 86. As a solo artist, he's had 27 studio albums. I only have 5. So there's a lot more to get. But what an amazing, amazing guitarist. He's played so many styles, and his solo work has influenced, as well as his playing with Genesis, has influenced so many musicians like Eddie Van Halen and Alex Lifeson and Steve Rothery from Marillion. He was doing tap before Eddie, even. Just an amazing, amazing stuff. Kind of combines pop music, blues music, world music, classical styles in his guitar playing. Just amazing stuff. So this, I showed you this, his first album, solo album, Voyage of the Alkalite. This was 1975, released the first album by him. He was also still a member of Genesis when he made this album. And he had asked Mike Rutherford to play bass on it from Genesis and Phil Collins to drum on this one. Has a loosely based concept about tarot cards on this one. He's a virtuoso, just an amazing virtuoso of a guitarist. Very progressive album, excellent guitar playing. The first track is so fast and so it just right off the bat it just gets you. But it's all on the Charisma label, as well as I have it on this nice little box set, those little studio album box sets. And that's really how I discovered his solo work, through this box set. So, again, on the Charisma label. So that's the first album by him. As I said, he was still a member of Genesis at the time. And his second album, I love the cover on this one. This is Please Don't Touch. I got so much going on in that one. That's why you love vinyl so much, is for the covers. Again, still on the Charisma label. First album after leaving Genesis. Lots of guest artists on this one. You got Richie Havens, the amazing artist that was part of Woodstock. I got some of his solo work. He's just a remarkable, remarkable artist. Steve Walsh from Kansas is on this one. Vandergraaf Generators violinist Graham Smith is on this one as well. And he supported his first concert with this album. And I also have, of course, in this box set. There's a cool picture of I also follow him on social media. He shows a lot of his concerts that he plays and that type of thing, which is really cool. And then we have the third album. I don't have a vinyl copy of the rest of the albums that I have of him. It's just continuing on with this box set. This is 1979 release, the third album, Spectral Mornings. still on the Charisma label. You've got his brother, John Hackett, plays on this album. He plays flute and Moog bass pedals on this one. He was on with a couple of albums on him as well. So cool album. This is third release. The fourth one, not my favorite album cover. Defector. I don't know what decision they make when they make some of these album covers, but still a great album. So Defector is the fourth album by Mr. Hackett, released in 1980. It's his highest charting album at number 9. Got Peter Hicks doing a lot of lead vocalists on this one. Kind of a darker album. It's got a theme of throughout the album of feeling trapped, like you're in this car going 1,000 miles an hour and you can't get out. And it's really it took me a couple of listens, but once you get it, it's just remarkable. So that's Defector. Great fourth album. And again, I've got a small little snippet of all his studio albums, only 5 out of the 27. And the box set doesn't have the fourth album in it, but it does have, sorry, the fifth album in it, but it does have the sixth album in Highly Strung. Another great release. But this one was, this would be the last album on the Charisma label, as he struggled to put this album together. It's a 1983 release, again the 6th studio album by Steve, and Ian Mosley, who went on to be with Marillion, plays drums on this one. But again, the last album on Charisma, it was difficult to finish the album. It took about 18 months to finish it, because the label was interfering all the time. He'd redo songs all the time. They just weren't satisfied with the songs, and he just said, enough, I'm out of here. So he left the Charisma label after the 6th album. But great little box set. And I hope to find more Steve Hackett, but this is a great way to be introduced by his amazing playing, as well as the Genesis albums that he played on as well. But as a solo artist, he's just remarkable. And of course, he has nothing but the best players. And yeah, a great artist you need to listen to, Steve Hackett. So there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Again, please like and subscribe. Tell all your friends and family. Again, I'm on that push to 1,000. And have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you. Love you all. Bye now.